Hi guys, Torpid Logic here. You can find me on Twitch by the link in the description there. This week's video is going to be a little bit different. I wanted to talk about gear. I wanted to talk about my setup. You'll probably notice this looks a little bit different. I'm currently using the original setup that I started using back when I started streaming in December of 2019. So a big difference you're going to notice is the webcam quality. So when I said in my first video, when I on a whim started streaming, I grabbed this old Microsoft LifeCam. I think it was $15 when I first bought it. That's Canadian money too. A $15 Microsoft LifeCam, and then I'm using this USB Logitech headset, which, you know what, for this thing I think it was 20 bucks. My wife picked it up because she needed it for some web meetings. The microphone quality on this side, the microphone quality and even the audio quality really impressed me for the price point of this guy. I think it is pretty good value, and it's what I had. It's what I started with. Something else that I really wanted to talk about when it comes to camera quality is lighting. Lighting is huge. My initial lighting solution, you're looking at it, you know, I've got a halogen bulb up there. And just out of frame, we have a lamp. Look at this guy. It's a horrible IKEA lamp on a boom arm. Kept it there just out of frame. You see if I lift it up too high, you can see it reflecting on my shirt. And it's right here, you know, right in my field of view. I actually, currently, if I have it right out of frame, I actually have to lean to see my second monitor. What a bummer that is. So I really hated that thing. And thankfully I came up with the better solution. We bought a softbox light like you would use for professional photography. It's also good for, what's the word? Well, consistent lighting for something like filming video. I'm actually going to turn that on now so you can see what the difference is even with a cheap webcam like this. So look at that. Even that with this $15 webcam looks worlds better in my opinion. I don't need this piece of garbage anymore. I don't even know why we still have that light. Maybe as a reminder for what my beginnings are. So lighting is so important. And I really want to especially show with my new webcam. There we go. Which is a Logitech C270. Which is, I think, their cheapest webcam, maybe. It was around $30, $35 when we bought that. And a huge amount of difference. And I'm going to turn the softbox off so you can see what the better webcam looks like without proper lighting. So if I go back to my original setup with just the room lights and this stupid lamp, even then you can see it's not great. It doesn't look very good. Let me turn the softbox back on so you can see that difference again. See? So much better. I think lighting is really underrepresented. You know, this softbox, it's right here. I can touch it just like that. I'll splice in a video I'm probably going to shoot with my phone so you can sort of see the difference. I think it goes underutilized for a lot of people, especially when you're using, you know, like a cheaper webcam that maybe can't compensate for low room light and things like that, but even then that can really mess with the exposure and things like that. I would definitely encourage people to strongly consider lighting. You know, once you have your first webcam, go for lights before you go for a bigger webcam. I do have plans to upgrade this webcam as well. One of the issues that we have with it is it's a little narrow. The field of view is pretty narrow. I think it's 68 or 65 degrees or something like that, whereas the Logitech C920, which is probably what we're going to upgrade to, the Logitech C920 is a potential upgrade we might go with, and that's like the industry standard, right, for a starter webcam. If we go to that, it's going to have a slightly wider field of view so you can see things better behind me. I've got this habit, especially when I'm really tunneling or focusing on a game, I kind of start to lean forward and you get that forehead cam kind of going on, and I think having a better camera, even something further back, because right now it's just sat upon the monitor. So with a proper mount or a tripod a little bit further back would be an improvement. We're also looking at a solution maybe to do something with a capture card and an action cam. And then the ultimate goal would, of course, be go to like a DSLR, a mirrorless camera. I think would be the best way to go. That's what a lot of the top streamers go to. That's kind of going to be my goal. Now, audio is the next thing to talk about, and a lot of people think video is number one, but I think the industry standard is actually that audio is the best one. So this guy here, this is the newer 700 kit, and I'm going to switch over to that right now. Okay, so the newer 700, I can take this off because I don't need that thing anymore. It was a great deal, in my opinion. It's all Chinese made, but we got the condenser microphone, the pop filter, the boom arm. We got one XLR cable that runs down to a power supply. It's a condenser microphone, so it does require phantom power, 48 volts. So that power supply is plugged into the wall, and then it's got a what's it called? An XLR to whatever goes into the regular audio input, just like a regular headphone. Well, like this, a regular headphone that goes right into the computer sound card built into the motherboard. So it's nothing fancy that way. I certainly do have plans to upgrade the audio. I would like to get I actually own, back from my day. I'm gonna move that out of frame here. Back from my days when I was kind of going to be a musician or into musicians, I got as a gift the Shure SM58, which is like still a standard microphone. It's different. It's a dynamic microphone, different than the condenser. Basically, a condenser is going to pick up kind of everything. Some of them will be built more to just pick up in front, but they're a lot worse for picking up everything. And when you're streaming, you got keyboard noises, mouse noises, other noises going on in the house. That's not great. This is a dynamic microphone. You'll see this microphone in a lot of live music performances. It's actually really common to see, even still to this day. And this design goes back, I don't know, 30, 40 years easily, I believe. So I've got this, but I need a different interface because a condenser microphone, you don't have to boost it as much. Whereas a dynamic one, you need to be able to increase the gain. So I need an audio interface for that. Probably going to be going to a more inexpensive type mixer. And then eventually one day, maybe, you know, if I strike it rich, I'll get a Go XLR, which if you're familiar with the gear, that's quite the device. But we're nowhere near that at this point. You know, like this video and subscribe to my Twitch channel and the YouTube stream. Maybe we'll see that Go XLR happen sooner. We don't know. So that's kind of where I'm at with audio right now. So I really want to point out with this video that you don't have to spend a lot of money to get what I consider decent quality. That, like I said, there's certainly some nitpicks. This is only a 720p camera, so we can definitely go up to 1080. But overall, I think a lot of people spend more money initially than they need to. Because I'm really happy with this setup, especially considering what it cost. It's under $200. Even including the original stuff, I think, the USB headset. I guess one thing that I upgraded, and this was a little more for me, but it also does have the optics, is I got my headphones. This is a Corsair HS60. I think it was about $80 when I got it. I think a nice pair of headphones, especially when you're streaming and going to be streaming for a long time. You want something that sounds good and is going to be comfortable. It even does come with its own mic that I've never actually used because I have this bad boy, the newer deal. Maybe I'll use the headset mic at some point, maybe for gaming or something like that if I'm gaming off stream. But so far I just use this guy all the time and that works pretty well. So that said, I don't know, I think we can probably wrap it up today. Little bit different today, kind of more unscripted. Normally I write a script. I just kind of went for it this time, so I think I'm pretty happy with how this video turned out. So once again, my name's Torpid Logic. You can check me out on Twitch by the link below. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We'll be back next week with another video. You know, Twitch stream this month has been going great. I can't wait to share the results with you guys at the end of the month. But I'm really happy with that. And I haven't received a DMCA strike yet, because that's been a big talking point about what's going on in Twitch right now. But we're going to be having to scale back on using any copyrighted music. Maybe I shouldn't be talking about that. I don't know. RIP to song requests. That's certainly what's happening right now. But anyway, I'm going to get into cutting this video up, and we will talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much.